Do you feel like your left hand is not as, speedy and athletic as your right hand when you go to play songs at the piano? If the answer is yes, chances are you are like most piano players. Many of us struggle with bringing this left hand up to speed and having it just feel like it's at the same place that our right is. So don't worry, I got your back. In this lesson, we're gonna be looking at 3 different exercises that you can do every single day that will help you to build dexterity, confidence, speed, and strength in your left hand. And they're really simple exercises. You don't need to be a maestro to do these. So let's dive in. Here is exercise 1. Exercise 1 will target these little fine motor skill movements. So we're really just working on not really moving our hand around a whole bunch, but getting used to relaxing and rolling through the keys. So I'm gonna tell you right now that when I play this, you're gonna see my pinky finger jump up, you're gonna notice some tension, and that's totally normal. I've been playing for basically my whole life, and I'm still having to develop this. So this is good for even you more advanced players out there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place your 5 finger on C, and we're just gonna roll through the 5 notes that are landing underneath our hand. And we're gonna follow a pattern. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna do that again nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the things to pay attention to are the difference when you are playing between your 5 and your 4 finger. This is where things tend to get a little bit like crunchy, and this is where you're gonna find that you hit sort of like a roadblock, especially with the left. So for me, what I do is I focus on keeping my posture good. This is so important. And then allowing my hand to kind of roll a little bit as I'm playing so that I'm not trying to lift and move the fingers. I'm just simply pressing straight down. And once you get comfortable there, you can just move your whole hand up, boop, and repeat that pattern as often as you like. And again, I'm noticing my pinkies flying up. It's just tension. So when you take a deep breath and you just be mindful of it, slow down. And the more confident that you get here, the faster you can bring up the speed. But the number one thing to keep in mind is that this isn't necessarily about speed at the beginning. This is about developing that movement between the fingers in a way that is in control so that you're not doing this, right? You want it to be even. You always want to be in control. So there's exercise 1. The next exercise that I have for you, this one's gonna get us moving around the keyboards. So when we're targeting like development of a skill, you wanna think about lots of different areas. When you're playing the piano, you're not just gonna be sticking right here, you're gonna be moving all over. So with this exercise, we're gonna be moving a little bit further as we go through the keys. So let's start on C, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be playing broken octaves. Now, if you have small hands, do not worry, because we're not gonna be playing them solid. And the whole point of this is that we're actually releasing the first note that we play. So if you're like, I can't do an octave, don't worry about it. Play the note, release it, rotate with your wrist, and hit the next one. So you can get comfortable here first, just kind of get a feel for this. But the idea here is that we're actually gonna be moving using jumps. We're gonna be moving through the notes of a chord. So we're gonna play C, then we're gonna skip D and go to E. We're gonna skip E, I'm gonna skip F, and then we're gonna go to G, and then back to E, and then C. So we're just playing the notes of a C major triad, and you could do this with any triad at all. And once you get comfortable here, work on building your speed. And this does take a fair bit of concentration. And actually I really enjoy practicing this one, it's a lot of fun. Now if you want to kind of take it to the next level, try it with a more challenging chord, like maybe D major, because it has an F sharp. So you're gonna go D, F sharp, A. So this has you moving over the black keys, and you can practice this with a metronome so you can be consistent. So it's a really, really fun exercise. It's a great way to build strength and dexterity, but don't forget that you need to keep this relaxed. So if you start to feel tense and tired and sore, you should stop. Remember to keep a nice buoyancy in the wrist, and if you do start to get tired, just take your hands and shake them out. I guess this one wasn't really doing anything, but they can be buddies. Okay, the third and final exercise that I have for you has to do with something kind of old school. This is from my classical training days. It's called the Alberti bass. But it shows up in like Adele songs and stuff, so it's still useful now. And this one's really fun to play super fast. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set you the template first. We're gonna be playing with the notes of a C chord in root position. Then we're gonna be moving to a second inversion F chord. So the movement you need to have down is from here, C, E, G, to C, F, A, using your 5, your 2, and your 1. Then we're gonna move to this shape, the good old 5-7. So we're gonna be playing B, F, and G, chorus at tension, and then we're gonna resolve back to the C. So what we're gonna be doing is playing root bottom, top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top. Then we're gonna reset our hand, play C again, into this F shape, bottom, top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top, back to C. And then here's that drop down to B, top, that's bottom, bottom, top, middle, top, bottom, top, middle, top. And then you repeat the pattern. But the more you practice this, you can mess with the duration. It's fun. You can get really fast with it as long as you have this rotation happening in the wrist. And again, this is going to give another way to target speed and strength in the left hand. So we've kind of covered 3 different areas here. We've looked at those little fine movements between the fingers. We've looked at bouncing around through the keys, and then we've looked at just that dexterity in the wrist and rolling through as we play chord shapes. So I hope these little tips help you. You can try them in any key. So once you get confident in the key of C, step outside your comfort zone, pick a new key signature that maybe has some sharps or flats in it. Comment below, let me know what you think, and have fun.